okay, guess we doing just fine. Said I'm not yours, so I see. Hey, what's going on guys, welcome back to another monster videos. In today's video, I'll be doing an analysis video on the monster Pulate. This is an upcoming monster in the Raiders of the Night Maze. It'll be coming out very soon, so make sure you're ready to get this monster. And I recommend spending your coins when there's a limited time path, when he comes out in a limited time path, because it's just super easy. If you don't mess with your collection, you should be able to get them free to play as well. So make sure you do that. But this was posted by the community manager Dart, so this is official, it is true. So we're gonna go ahead and basically check out the whole thing. So I hope you guys are excited, and also I will be doing a review on this monster, so if you guys would like to see him in game, make sure to hit that red subscribe button and also turn on those notifications. Anyways, it says this robot was built to carry information in peace treaties in wartime. Everything worked perfectly until Cosmic Rain hit and gave the robot a mind of its own. The new culture realized he had a lot of potential and soon got tired of being just the messenger. So to spice his job up, he started twisting peace treaties and selling information to third parties. Ooh. Without anyone realizing, Pulate has become an agent of chaos who knows how much to tell and how much to sell, making sure he never runs out of work or clients. When I actually saw him first, I think it was in the loading screen or so. When I saw him, I thought it was a dark monster, but now I see why he's a metal. So yeah, anyways, that's a pretty interesting lore. Kinda dark, I'd say. But anyways, of course, name is Pulate. There's a space silhouette. And then we have Liquid System, his first skill, which restores all cooldowns and applies immune to control to itself. So, and then there's a cooldown to that. So basically what you're doing, let's say if you're gonna run basically the same skill set here or different skill set, doesn't really matter. If you use those skills first, you can go ahead and use Liquid System to restore all the cooldowns. So next turn, you'll be able to use the other cooldowns or the other skills without worrying about the cooldowns, if that makes sense. And also, you're going to be applying immune to control, which gives you immune to possession, stun, freeze, and a few others that I can't think of. But yeah, it's a decent skill. But then there is driver update. Driver update, let's see what it does. Moderate metal damage to one enemy, applies mega possession to an enemy, requires cooldown. The thing with that skill, what if they're immune to possession? What if the monster you're facing is immune to possession? I think Simus is one of them. I might be wrong. Also Lindworm as well. I think it's his rank 3 status caster. But let's see if he has any clan skills or anything, okay? We have energy release, which is a moderate metal damage to all enemies, applies daze and nanovirus to all enemies. Oh, alright. It's an AoE daze and nanovirus, huh? Okay. Alright. Well, but if they have Mega Possession as a trait, you're still screwed. Oh look, his next skill is a possession as well. I'm gonna take a look at it in a second, but he mostly relies on possession, I see. Cell manipulation, low metal damage to all enemies, applies possession to all enemies, requires cooldown. He is relying on possession. That's not good. That's not good. We have mythic monsters that are immune to possession as a status caster, and I believe as well as trait. So it's not good for him to rely on possession. Let's say if he could have trait disabled and then applied mega possession, or removed positives and then applied mega possession, that would have been really good. But I don't know what to say about that. Anyways, his books, I think that's Winter right there. Well, actually we could see it right here. Yeah, Winter, Mechanical, and Underworld. Okay, it makes sense that he's a mechanical in the mechanical book. He kind of looks like a villain as well. He should have been. Traits, rank 0, he is immune to, what is it, blind? If I'm correct? Yeah, immune to blind. Well, actually we could read this right here. Manipulate is a metal controller with possession skills. He can apply possession to all enemies or mega possession to one enemy. He can also apply daze and nanovirus to all enemies. Lastly, he can boost himself by deactivating his skills, cooldowns, and gaining control immunity. Manipulate has an evolving trait. At rank 0, he's immune to blind. At rank 1, he gains immune to immediate death. Oh, immediate death. Lindworm. I can think of Lindworm at the moment. He applies immediate death, and he's been the recent mythic that's been very popular. At rank 3, he becomes a status caster, gaining immunity to stun at the start of every battle. You know who else could do that? Armor Claw at rank 3. But they're two different monsters, of course. This is a metal controller with possession, basically a possessor, we could say. And the Armor Claw is attacker slash tank, so two different monsters. But anyways, taking a look at the 4 skills that are basically in here in this picture so far. I'd say that he relies on possession, which is not good. If he could have trade disabled or removed positives before applying the possession or his mega possession, that would have been really good. But many monsters could actually counter this mythic monster. Simus is one of them. I can't think of any more at the moment. I think one of them is also Muchi. I might be wrong though. But anyways, so we reviewed the trade. He's a metal cosmic, in case you didn't know. Level 50, or not 50, 150. His speed is 10,160. His power is 17,472, and life is 202,980. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, for relics, he can hold a staff and a mask, which is good because recently we've had Henrich, right? Henrich had 2 traps, and I didn't really like that. I really didn't. It wasn't good. It's great that he has staff and mask as that. So if he does run out of stamina, you can go ahead and use the staff. Let's say if you want to stamina drain them, go ahead and use the staff. You could also use mask as shield, so that could kick in. You could last a little longer with that. Anyways, let's go ahead and review some of the attacks that weren't mentioned up there. Basic attacks. Blinded by the power. Moderate metal damage to one enemy, applies blind to an enemy. 35 damage. It's a element metal. 22 stamina cost, and it's a 0 cooldown skill. So 0 cooldown skill. For those of you that wants to run that. Now here's the thing with that. If you're gonna be running liquid system in your skill set when you get this monster, I don't know if you want to run any 0 cooldown skills because you're gonna restore the cooldown with that skill anyways. It's really up to you, but it's good to have it because what if the liquid system requires a few turn cooldown, right? And by that time, let's say you don't want to wait and just want to attack with the skill. Same with this other thing though. What's it called? What if the enemy hits you with CDA? Because the liquid system requires cooldown, as you guys can see. So we don't know how many turns. Oh wait, actually we can check that real quick. Oh, it's only 1 turn cooldown, so that's that. If you really want to run that, you can. But I don't know, if you want to, go ahead. Humanity loss, low metal damage to all enemies, applies day to all enemies. So it's an AoE day skill, does some damage. It's a 0 turn cooldown. It's a metal element and 27 stamina cost. So another 0 cooldown skill. Magnetism attraction, moderate metal damage to an enemy, applies days in nanovirus to an enemy. No cooldowns again. So 3 no cooldown skills. But the thing is, they're all metal. So if you're gonna face another metal monster and you have one of these skills, it's gonna be hard to take them down because you have metal skills mostly, and metal against metal won't really do much damage. Anyways, we have Atom Fission. Moderate metal damage to an enemy, applies possession and damage boost to an enemy. Oh, cool. So you're doing some metal damage, you're applying possession to them and also damage boost. But what if they're immune to possession once again? I know I keep saying this and it may be annoying, but like, what if they are? Okay, what if you're facing a monster that has immune to possession? So basically what you're doing is applying damage boost to them, which basically helps the enemy, which is not good. But let's say if they're not immune to possession, great, you're landing the possession, you're also giving them damage boost, so next turn they either charge or they attack, so they'll most likely go ahead and either charge up or attack. But here's the thing, if the damage boost lasts longer than 1 turn, that will help out the enemy. So the damage boost, we don't know how many turns that is, unfortunately. We'll have to see it in game. So if you guys want to see that, make sure you're subscribed and you have notifications on. Anyways, we have liquid system and driver update that I already went over. Same with the cell manipulation and energy release. Anyways, we have the ultimate. So core overload. Moderate metal damage to all enemies and removes positive status effects from all enemies. Applies mega possession. Once again, relying on possession on his ultimate as well. If they have a mega possession trait, well then, they won't really land. All you're doing is moderate metal damage to them and remove like positives. But let's say if you do have it as a status caster, the possession immunity, if they have it as a status caster, that's great because you're going to be cleansing it and then you're going to be applying mega possession. So yeah, I was really expecting more from this monster, but it is what it is, honestly. Anyways guys, so that's going to be pretty much it for today's video. Let me know what you guys think about this monster in the comments down below, and also I'll be reviewing him once again later on. So whenever it's given to me by Social Point, I'm going to go ahead and review him at his max level, so make sure you have notifications on. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.